Hi guys, and welcome to Belle Speaks. So in the last video that I posted, I talked about why it was not good to be dating and be friends. You know, everybody want to be friends nowadays. Why that's not good. And at the end of that video, I promised you guys that I was going to come back in and talk about what makes a person single. So in this video, I'm going to do exactly that as promised. I'm going to talk about the things that make a person single. I'm going to go over 4 topics of what the things that qualify a person, in my opinion, as single. And without further ado, I'm going to get into it. But before that, I would like you to subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to hit the bell. When you hit the bell, what that does is it notify you of the next video posted. So every time I post a video, that bell, when you hit that, it notifies you. So that's the purpose of hitting the bell. I would also like to thank the people that reached out to me and said, Belle, where's the video? Where's the video? Where's the video? I was sick. I'm sorry. I was very ill. So I was just taking care of myself. And thank you so much for your concern. But I'm back. I'm here, and I promised I didn't want to go another day. I'm kind of busy today, but I just wanted to get it done. So let's talk about the 4 things that make a person single. These 4 things I'm going to talk about is not in any particular order. It's not you know, any particular way that it should be. It's just 4 things that you need to know. And while you're dating a person, if they're missing one or multiple, it's a major flag that you need to pay attention to. Okay, and I also want to be very clear about this video because I don't want to be confusing. And I want to be clear to you that this video is specifically for people who are not in a relationship, they're single and they're mingling, or, they're trying to get to know someone, or they're not dating or whatever. This video is for that person. The first thing I want to talk about is financially. Oftentimes we find that if you are of a certain age and you're dating, right? People spend money on you. And they take you out for dinners. They take you out, to plays and trips and all these things that happen while you're single and dating somebody. And that's normal if you're dating a person. If you're of a certain age and you're dating someone who was divorced, they may have alimony and they may have child support, or they probably wasn't married, but they have children and they take care of their kids and they have those financial responsibilities. And that's fine. We're not talking about you. The financial part of what I'm going to talk about is people who are single. They're mingling, they're dating, they've dated, they're probably dating you, but they bring along financial baggage from an ex or from a girl they like. So she could call them and say, I need $50 to get my nails done, and he send it. Or, I have a bill and he pay it. Or he felt obligated to pay her rent because maybe when they were together, he got her that place. And all these things attached to another person, a financial obligation, related to financial obligation, right? That's a problem. Because if you're trying to date somebody new and you're constantly spending your money on somebody else that you used to be interested in, or you probably still like, you probably got love for them or whatever, that's the issue. Because what are you getting in return? And how could anybody feel secure knowing that as soon as that particular person or whoever call you, you're ready to trick on them? And tricking means spending, right? So what that look like? Like, how could anybody get comfortable with you or trust you to the point where they're not worried about what you do? That causes issues. So if you're not financially free from your past, you are not single. And again, that does not relate to child support or alimony. or taking care of a parent or a family member. I'm specifically talking about people you used to like, you used to date, or people you still like and probably not dating or whatever. That is a problem going forward in a relationship, and that hinders you moving on, and you're not free financially from another person. That part of you is not single yet. You need to fix that before you bring somebody else into the equation. The second thing I'm going to talk about is mentally single. If you have a person who you used to be with that's always on your mind, good, bad, indifferent, you probably bitter, you probably still love them, you probably healing, whatever phase you're in, you cannot have people constantly on your mind or anybody else constantly on your mind and possibly think that you're open and available to date anybody. Because how is it possible that you're sitting down on a date with somebody you're interested in? You meet this guy, he's cool, he's nice, whatever, and then you're comparing everything about him to this other person because that other person lives in your head. That other person, you're not free mentally from them. And until you are free from that person, you cannot move on because that mental bondage is going to hold you back of from your blessing. You have to let people go. You have to free yourself from thinking about them all the time, from comparing other people to them. You have to free yourself from thinking about people all the time who you're no longer with. You cannot allow a past to mentally hold you hostage. You have to free yourself so that you're available to for someone else. Because let's say you're on a date or you're dating somebody and you like them and everything, that's cool, but all you doing is comparing them to the last person because they're so embedded in your brain that they're talking and you wishing that they were someone else. You have to be mentally free. So you have to free yourself. Until you're mentally free, you don't have room in your mind for anyone else. You know, it's clouded. A lot of things go wrong. And so you have to be fair, not only to you, but to someone new. So you can make the right decisions, you can make the right choices, and you can make the right decisions for yourself, okay? The third thing is being physically single, and this involves sex. You have to be physically single. I know society make it okay to, you're single, it's okay to hook up with this one and hook up with that one, and that's okay, but don't you ever get it twisted. Every single person you sleep with, there's a price to pay for everybody you sleep with, because kissing and sex create attachments, and so emotional, physical, and spiritual attachments. The more you sleep with someone is the more attached you become, and you have to be careful of those attachments because sometimes it creates strong bonds. And you may sleep with guy A and you could get over him, but then you sleep with guy B and you wake up in complete lust, and he's all you think about, and he possessed your entire life, and he's a stranger, you don't even know him, and he might not even be good for you. So be careful of hooking up. And I would like to go out here and say, I would like the people that watch my channel to have more respect for yourself. Don't feel like it's okay to just sleep around. Diseases are real, you know, pregnancy is real, heartbreak is very real, and the more you sleep with people, you put yourself out there. I'm not saying don't have sex because you're an adult, but what I am saying is if you are going to have sex, make sure you give your body to somebody who value you and care about you. There's nothing wrong with sex. That's fine, but a lot of negative could come from sex as well. And don't make a moment cause you pain that you could have avoided. Okay, so be physically single, because when someone new comes into your life, you don't want to be comparing, this person did it like this and I want you to do it like that, and oh my god, I wish if he was this person because this person did it like that and he flipped me like this and he did this and he did that and he did this and I want it done like that. And that causes problems, because you're not free from that person physically. You have to be physically free. And the final one is emotionally. Please, ladies, if you cannot hear a person's name without A, getting happy, or B, getting pissed, that person has control over you. That person have control over your emotions. And anytime a person know that they have control of your emotions, they can manipulate you, they can take advantage of you, and I want you to be smarter than that. You have to free yourself of the emotional attachment, and it all goes together. It all go together. The finances, the emotions, the physical, the mental, it all go together. Because once a person can know they control your thoughts, they can manipulate you. They could control your emotions. They can manipulate what you do, because your emotions dictate your behavior. You have to have control. And if you cannot control your emotions, you cannot control your behavior, because that person could push your buttons and piss you off and send you off a limp. So you have to be very careful the kind of control you allow a person to have over you. So just to recap, you have to be financially single. You can't be spending your money where it doesn't matter. My father taught me, what a man loves, he spends his time and money on. Watch the way a person spend their money. They have to be free. They have to be single. They have to be open to have new love, new life into their life. They have to be mentally free. They can't be having people on their mind. They can't be thinking about their ex. They can't be having emotional attachments to people where they either get too giddy or upset, and that affects their emotions. That affects what they do. When that person call, they could get up and run over there because they're emotionally attached. You got to be careful with that. Okay? And physically, stop having sex with people who is not for you. Please stop. It creates more problems. It allows you to remain broken. So be careful who you sleep with. Be careful who you think about. Be careful who you allow to control your emotions. And definitely be careful who you spend your money on. I hope this video was good. Now, people have been asking me about soul ties because I mentioned it a couple times. And part of the physical attachment that usually create a lot of, when I say attachments, part of those attachments are soul ties. And I've been asked about it. So leave a message down below and let me know if you want me to do a video on soul ties. Also, leave a comment down below and let me know what you think about this video. I appreciate your feedback. I appreciate your time and attention. Thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget, you can follow me at Belle Speaks on social media, Facebook and Instagram. Thank you so much, and I will see you later. Bye.